I didn't cry for almost 8-9 months. Some people lose themselves or who they are on antidepressants. I know God put me here for a purpose. Like with my experience with mental health, I'm able to relate to other people. So anything I can do to help those struggling with any mental disorders or issues or just anything traumatic, I'm able to relate to. I was diagnosed with bipolar a few days before my birthday, which is August 15th. So I was 18, almost turning 19. It actually was called manic depression, right? So it's both. So you could be depressed for a period of time, but depending on the type of bipolar you have, I have bipolar 1. So bipolar 1 is mainly mania and depression. I just struggled to do regular things that normal people can do. Easy things like eating, showering, things you learn as a baby. Just with the antidepressants, I couldn't feel emotions. And I'm a bubbly person. Even just a story, and I wouldn't react. Even crying, I didn't cry for almost 8-9 months. I've suffered from suicidal thoughts. The only reason I've never committed suicide is because I didn't know, why would I be doing it? What am I gonna write on my suicide note? So I can't, I can't just think that like, oh, you know, this is the end for me. I was a teenager in a family that doesn't recognize mental health. I started drinking at like 16 because my dad had alcohol and it was just there. But when I got bipolar and I was like fully diagnosed, I was like, I can't do this anymore. I'm on medication. I'm unstable. I have emotional issues. I have trauma. Your higher power or God or whoever it is for you only puts you through the things he knows you can deal with. So he knew I was a strong enough woman to deal with this, or girl or teenager or whatever. So I'm very optimistic. I have my visual journal that I treasure this a lot because my cousin gave it to me. And this book is what inspired me to get into visual journaling. When you're younger and you're knowledgeable about what is happening, then you'll be like, hey, you know, when I'm older, I need to make sure like I can set boundaries in relationships. I can, you know, just live a stable life. Right now, most of my family members, especially my immediate family, are really supportive. My little sister, Abba, when she was 9, I remember that was in 2019 when I was depressed. She wrote me a note just saying like, hey, you know, I'm praying for you. I know you're not doing that well, you know, and then I'm just grateful and blessed that I have family members that do appreciate. I do have family members that think I'm just crazy and lazy or whatever, but that's them. In Africa, we need to destigmatize mental health because so many people are facing these issues, and if we had the resources or even just people who have the time to visit villages or schools and just talk about it and educate people, that could really go far in just letting people know like, hey, this is a thing. Because sometimes they're not discussions people are willing to have or even want to have because they are hard, or like people just don't really like talking about that type of thing. Don't treat me different. Don't treat me like I'm a weak person or this, because before you knew that about me, you were treating me just as you would treat anybody else, as a normal person. It's been difficult, but it's been a great growth period for me. I've had highs and lows. One of my aunties tells me, just take things one day at a time. Stop worrying so much about the future and what's happened in the past. Just whatever's happening today, you work on today. Tomorrow will come, and you'll work on tomorrow when it does come. There are things right now that I've done that I didn't think I could do 1 year ago or 2 years ago, especially when I dropped out of high school. Obviously, I was like, I have no future.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. You know, you don't even have a diploma, you can't work. But now, look at me now. I'm a university student. I'm happy. I've made good friends. I have good friends. I have family. I have God, and I have my art. Know that you are not defined by your disorder. That's just a part of you. That's not all of who you are. And at the end of the day, I wouldn't change my life because that's my life. When I'm depressed, I know God still has a plan for me.